I'm Melissa, and today we're going to be going over 1, 2, 3, 4 different bum bags from Louis Vuitton. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to my channel to stay updated with all my new posts. We go over bags, fashion, and so much more. We have a lot to cover in this video. We'll go over all 4 of the bum bags, their similarities, differences, what can fit inside, everything you need to know about all 4 of these styles and just how they are in general. So whether you're curious about buying one of these or you just love luxury bags and want to see all the kinds that there are, definitely stay tuned and we will get started. Let me start out with introducing all the models that I have just so we can kind of reference them later. First up, I'll go with like the original bum bag from Louis Vuitton. This is kind of like the original, you know, like the most popular one, kind of like the more like oldest model, and just a classic. Everyone knows about this one. And then we have its little sister, kind of. This is like the same, but it's the Empreinte leather version. However, it is a little bit different, so we'll definitely take a look at that. Here's just an overview. And then that's just also the bum bag. Then we have the Rise Bumbag. This is a newer style within the last few years, and it kind of has that same shape, but definitely some major differences. And then the last one we have is the Rise Bumbag. This specific one is from Tyler the Creator collection. However, the Rise Bumbags still have all the same features. Let's start out with going over the original Bumbag first. You kind of have this rounded shape that hugs your body, and then a flatter side here on the back. On the front, you have the opening here kind of at the top, and there is like a piece of canvas covering it, which kind of can cause the zipper to get a little bit stuck. That's just a known thing from Louis Vuitton. Then you have like this little hook here and a top handle. The top handles, I mean, you can kind of use it like that, but mostly it's for decoration. Then here, the strap, you have the adjustment holes. You have a vachetta leather strap on this model. You also do have a little bit, actually, you have a good amount of adjustability here with this like sliding tab. So there are a few different ways to adjust it. And then on the back, you have a zipper pocket. It's kind of nice if you want to have like things hidden against your body. And then let's just take a look inside. Inside, you just have one main compartment, nothing really else, no pockets or anything, just like the maiden stamp. And the inside of this one is canvas, and then here it's like a coated canvas on the exterior. This bum bag also has a softer structure. This is unstuffed, so you can see that you are able to kind of move it around. It doesn't hold its shape super well if it's unstuffed, just due to that softer nature of the material. Now let's compare the Empreinte Bumbag. This one is in black and it's in black leather, so this is a imprinted leather option, and it's the most similar to that one. However, it is a bit smaller, and that is actually the main difference. Let me just show you really quick if you can tell. But overall, they have pretty much all the same features. Of course, this one is just leather, and then that one is canvas. Also, just comparing it, it is a more firm bag, and it does have a bit more structure just due to the material. So similar, I'll just go over it quick. Top handle, front zip pocket, little metal tab. And then on the back, you have that same adjustment. You have the holes and then the sliding on the metal tab. Inside this bum bag, you have like a suede material and the maiden stamp, so that's one of the other differences as well. But still no pockets or anything, just one main compartment. Now let's take a look at the Rise Bumbag. This is a newer release compared to the original, and it's very similar. However, it definitely has some noticeable differences right off the bat. So on the front here, you have the zipper, and it's no longer covered by any piece of the canvas, and it's really smooth. And then you have this kind of like leather frame around the zipper. You have this optional leather tag, which you can remove if you don't want to use that, but it is a cute little accessory. Nothing on the back side, and just this little metal LV sign here on the front. Then one thing is that this has a much flatter shape compared to the other one. Let me show you that. So you can see right away, hopefully, that this one is much more kind of wide, and then this one has a much more flat shape. So that will definitely play into the amount of space you have, and we can see how that looks all on the body as well. Then on the sides, you have a detachable strap. So these ones can be detached, and you also have a canvas strap. The canvas strap only has the ability to slide to adjust. It no longer has those holes like on the leather strap for adjustability, but you still do definitely have a lot of room for adjustability with this canvas strap. On the back, you have the same kind of pocket, really nice slip pocket, and that's good if you just want to keep some stuff hidden on the back. And then another thing here is on the front and on the top, I mean, you no longer have that top handle or that little metal tab like on the original, so there is some more noticeable differences. Taking a look inside, we have the same kind of single main compartment with no pockets inside, and this is a nice bright colored white canvas lining. That's definitely something maybe you'll have to be careful with if you want to get this bag, because it can be prone to getting dirty if you put something in there that is a little bit more dirty. However, it is canvas, so it's usually relatively easy to clean that material. Now let's check out the Rush Bum Bag. This has a lot of similarities and differences again. I mean, just like all of them. This one has that top handle. It's back on this model. However, it's definitely a bit shorter. That's what I'm seeing right away. Here is a quick visual of that. That's really interesting, and I am able to notice a difference when you're like putting your hand in there. Like, it's just not as much room, which is fine. I mean, usually you don't really carry it by the top handle, and it's kind of more of a decorative piece. But yeah, that's just something to note. And then here on the front, you have a nice exposed zipper, which does help with keeping the bag smooth with opening it. And then on the front, which is a main difference compared to all the other bum bags, you have an additional pocket. This is really nice if you just want some extra room and you just want like another area to keep your items. And then let's look here on the sides. Another thing is that I can tell right away, this strap is much thicker compared to the original. This is a heavy duty strap. This strap is also only adjustable in one way. You have these belt holes, however you no longer have that sliding feature to adjust it. So if these holes don't work for you, then you'll have to make some more, or just like you'll be kind of stuck using those. Here's a look at the thickness comparing the straps. You can definitely see how much thicker the Rush Bum Bag strap is compared to the original one. For the Rise Bumbag, you have the canvas strap, which is actually even thicker, and yeah, it's like about a centimeter or half a centimeter thicker, but they're very similar. It's just canvas versus vachetta leather. The thinnest of the straps is actually on the leather Empreinte Bumbag. It's even thinner than the original Bumbag. Taking a look inside the Rush Bumbag, I can really quickly show you this front pocket. It does unzip a nice amount down, so you're able to get your stuff in and out easily. And then this top front zipper, it unzips nicely too. You have a generous sized main compartment, no pockets in there. The maiden stamp is back here, and that's pretty much it. This one has a dark colored canvas lining. Let me give you some of my personal pros and cons for each style, just so you can kind of compare the functionality. For this one, I mean, it would be nice to have that back pocket, just like the other models. However, it does give you an additional front pocket, so that's really good. My main con for this style would be that you don't have as much flexibility in the sizing with this back strap. You only have those pre-made holes and no adjustability with that sliding piece. And then that's pretty much it for this one. It doesn't have any other like main issues. I mean, the vachetta will kind of wear, but that's like normal for the material. With the high-rise bum bag, there aren't really too many cons. The strap can kind of get prone to being dirty. However, it is nice that it can be removed and you can easily clean it because it's canvas. This one doesn't have as much vachetta as some other models, and you do have this little leather tag, which is a little cute accessory, and then the front is definitely easier to fit your stuff in. However, I feel like this has probably like the least amount of space. Well, maybe not the least amount of space, but it just feels like the most slim, and so you probably won't be able to fit as much stuff in width-wise, so you'll have to stack it higher, and that can be annoying kind of because when you have to stack your stuff, then you have to remove the stuff on top to get to the stuff on bottom, and that can just be a little bit annoying when you're in use. So this is just the flattest of all the shapes, and that can, you know, play into how much stuff you can put inside. This one also had that really light interior lining, which can be prone to getting dirty. For the black Empreinte leather bum bag, the main con I would say is that it has this like leather piece covering the zipper, and just from like normal use, it's kind of starting to curl up like that. And if it's new, then it would be more covered and it would definitely be harder to unzip and zip. So that would be one of the main things. Right now, this one is like really smooth, but that's because it's more broken in. And then it is a leather, so that can kind of play into the durability or not. It's maybe a little bit more prone to wear in some areas. However, it is in black, so that is really nice. And this still has a lot of pros, just like all the other models. Now the original bum bag, this one has a lot of vachetta that is prone to wear along the strap and along the top handle, and even like these little pieces here. It's fine, however, this one does have a more softer structure compared to all of them, and so if it's not stored properly, that one can definitely kind of become bent out of shape. Let me give you a quick close-up view of all the models so you can see the details. Let's take a look and see what can fit into all the models and how the space inside compares. We'll start out with the original bum bag. We will start with my phone. I'll start with the essentials first. This one I can tell has a good amount of space, so I will try to fit in my large, thick wallet. And then let's do full-size sunglasses. Also, just with the shape of this bag, I'm kind of having to like, you know, match my stuff in that same shape. So if it's like a rounded shape, I'm kind of having to put some stuff here, 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 not like all in the middle. And then we can put some like lip balms. Let's see. We can probably like fit in that kind of small pouch. and like a few lip balms. And then I would say that is definitely full. You do still have this back pocket, however, it is really flat. Oh, hold on, something fell out. So you'll have to zip this up, making sure nothing falls out. And then this back pocket, it's very flat, so you can probably just put like flat items. Like, let me see if this wallet fits. It fits, but I feel like it wouldn't be really comfortable going against your body. So maybe your phone or just something else, like some few small papers or even a lip balm. I think that would protrude out too much and just not be comfortable against your body. So that is the perfect amount of stuff, and here's how it looks closed. You just have to kind of put it into that shape of the bag to help keep its same correct structure. Now let's compare it to the leather bum bag, since it's pretty much the same, however it is smaller. So let's see how that changes the amount of stuff that we fit in. We can do my phone, and then let's see if my thick wallet fits. Okay, so that definitely is much harder to fit in there, and that would take up all the space. So for this bag, I would suggest putting a small to medium sized, kind of more slim wallet. Also with this model, I'm just noticing like it's kind of harder to fit your stuff in there. Like you have to hold this up a bit, and just kind of like this opening is not as large. And then if you want sunglasses, like maybe I would suggest probably doing it without the case. And then you can probably still fit those little lip balms and lotions. And I feel like that's getting pretty full. I mean, you could probably do this little pouch if you like stack it on top. No, that just doesn't fit well. Okay, so that's like definitely a good amount of stuff, but definitely less than the original bum bag and more of truly the essentials type of a bag. You still have this back pocket, and let me see how my phone fits into that one. Fits perfectly and really nice and comfortable. For the original bum bag, my phone fits in the back pocket super well, and there's just a bunch of extra room, so any size phone would fit. Okay, now the high-rise bum bag. This one is going to be interesting because it definitely has a more flat shape. So we'll see how that changes the amount of stuff that we can fit in. And like, okay, this is just so interesting. Let's try my phone. And definitely not anything thick like this wallet. So I would opt for a slim wallet like this. And like it's already getting full like this, you know, this way. It's tall, but you don't really want to stack your stuff because that just makes it uncomfortable. Okay, we can fit in sunglasses. And then, I mean, I guess it still kind of fits. However, it does seem like a little bit unorganized in there. I don't know. Like, my phone is kind of like at the bottom, and then like this is like, I don't know. It just like feels a little bit weird, but you can definitely work. You just have to not put too much in there, and then be mindful, I guess, of how you're stacking it. But I would say that's like pretty much full. I mean, maybe this kind of like pouch can kind of fit, I guess, since it's softer shape. But then you do still have this really generous sized back pocket. It pretty much goes like all the way down here, and I can show you how my phone fits in there. Let me just take this out for now. Okay, so my phone fits really nicely in there, and it is a good size pocket, so definitely any size phone would fit. Base-wise, I feel like these actually are quite comparable. However, just the positioning of the stuff is a little bit different, because this way you can kind of put your stuff like more front to back. However, this one, you kind of have to stack your stuff on top of it just because of the height and the flat shape. Now let's check out the Rush bum bag. Let me just open all the pockets so we're ready. And this one is the only one that doesn't have that back zipper pocket, but it does have this front zipper pocket. So let's see if my phone fits. Oh my gosh, that fits absolutely perfect. However, I have the regular iPhone, so I think the Max probably wouldn't fit. But that literally feels like it was made for a phone. So that's funny. I guess we can leave that in there. to maximize the space. And then this kind of feels a little bit narrow too. Definitely not too much space. I would like a thick wallet like this takes up pretty much all the space. So definitely go slim if you can, like a card holder or a slim wallet. And then let's do some sunglasses. I'll do them without the case because I want to like maximize space. And then let's just do like the lip balm and lotion, small stuff like that. And then I feel like we can actually fit like another little organizer pouch, like a slim one. This one's pretty slim. Okay, so that definitely fits good. I mean, you could probably fit like AirPods or something else small like that, but that's definitely a good amount of stuff. And then just zip this up, and this looks great and not overstuffed, so that is just a perfect amount to fill this bag. Based on putting all the stuff inside, these are my opinions. I feel like this one definitely had the most space, and it was easier to put your stuff inside and get out, and then you also have this nice back pocket, so this one definitely wins for the amount of space that you can carry. Then I would say these three are very similar. However, I don't know, like I guess they're just so similar. However, I would say this one is probably my least favorite in terms of putting stuff inside and how you kind of have to stack it. That one just didn't seem the most comfortable, and just seemed like maybe stuff would fall out kind of like when you have to, you know, rearrange it. Let me try on all the bags so you can see how they look on the body and just some different ways that you can style them. Trying on the bags, it was definitely an interesting experience, and I could definitely tell a lot more differences between the models. To start off, none of the bags actually fit me as a belt bag around the waist. They were all too big, so unless you're like a medium size, then you can probably only wear it crossbody. From all the bags, the one with the leather was the most difficult to adjust. So I would just recommend setting it to your desired length and leaving it there. However, it might soften with use, but this one is probably not as broken in. This one I feel like is the one that's definitely designed to only be used crossbody because it doesn't have any belt path. However, you can just use this to kind of loop it. Unlike all the other ones, they all undo like a belt, but this one just has this kind of clip to remove the strap. That's pretty much it. We've gone over all 4 bum bags and looked at the similarities and differences. Again, we had the high rise, the original, the rush, and the Empreinte leather version. Let me know which one is your favorite. I feel like they're all great options, and I mean, you can't really go wrong. They're just pretty much similar, but you know, they each have their own little features which can make a difference in how you use them. So each one will be right for somebody. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any other questions, leave them down below. Other than that, I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.